I would love to tell you that in 2018, I finally got serious about making change in my life. That's why I watched over thousands of hours of YouTube and honed in on business channels. I finally found the business that I wanted to start, and now only working 4 hours a week, I'm making $1 million a year. But then I would be lying. Here's the truth. Business is hard. Business is a serious undertaking, and all of the gurus and influencers who are telling you that starting a business is easy and this is their 4-step way to build a multi-million-dollar business by working 4 hours a week are frankly not telling you the complete truth. Look, I've been in the business world for far too long. I started my first business when I was 18 years old, and then I started consulting businesses with the biggest organizations that you can think of, like Deloitte, like PwC, and I consulted multi-billion-pound businesses for a living. Over the last few years, I have generated multiple millions of pounds for the businesses that I have worked for. So I know a thing or two about business. And here's the hard truth. Business is not easy. It is a serious undertaking, especially if you don't come from a business-minded family. I come from a family of academics. So when I was growing up either around professors or teachers or doctors or lawyers, not really around business people. So my business thinking came completely from my studies and my direct experience while working in business over the last 15 years. So before you quit your job and jump into your first business thinking that this is what will make you the multimillionaire that you want to become, I would suggest stop. Stop right there and consider the things that I am about to share in this episode. Some people really do have business in their DNA. And when I say DNA, I mean you come from a family where business has been the language. And if that's not been the case for you, if you come from a family like mine or a family of professionals where business was not really discussed as much, you might struggle for the first few years or even forever in building a business. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that business is not simple. Business is very simple. But it's not easy. Business is simple because in the simplest form, what you need to do is you need to build a product, you need to find a market to sell that product in, and then sell that product and collect the money. However, no one talks about how difficult it is to build a product that fits the market and the market really wants to buy the product. Most businesses spend far too long trying to get product market fit. Many businesses disappear because they never find the product market fit. And most of us, if we don't come from the sales and marketing background or a business family, struggle with selling. If that's you, drop a comment below because this is me too and I am getting better at it, but I would love to know that there are more people in the world just like me. But then why do people talk so much about building a business? Especially in 2024 when actually professional salaries pay a lot more than most business owners will ever have to their name, and also completely risk-free. I mean, if you don't have this entrepreneurial itch, I would very highly recommend actually getting a high-income job. I know it's not glamorous to say. There are so many millionaires made who just consistently earn more, save more, invest more. That's it. Rinse and repeat. Don't waste your free time trying to build a business because, frankly, unless you are in it for the journey, you will very likely find it extremely difficult. Don't torture yourself unless you have the entrepreneurial itch. And after that, if you still want to build a business, here's what I would suggest. First, become a problem solver. Go find a job where you can learn as you earn. Try and find your zone of genius. Try and find that thing that you can offer to the world and you understand better than most others in that industry. And figure out what is that industry? What is the market size of that industry? Are there enough people who are willing to buy something from you if you were to sell that to that industry? It could be a product, it could be your service, it could be anything. But firstly, is the market big enough? secondly, are you the right person to serve that market? For example, if I go and try to build a website on fragrance and smells and incense sticks, I would very likely fail because firstly, I don't know how big that market is, and secondly, I'm probably not the best person to sell that to a market because those types of products are sold completely differently, probably from some spiritual shops or something. So once you have identified your market and you have established that there's enough demand in that market, you can sell enough in that market, you want to create a minimum viable product, which means that this product is not perfect. This is just a product to test in the market and get feedback on. You can call it your beta product, you can call it your MVP, which is what I would call in my product language. You can call it anything that you like, but essentially this is to garner whether there's interest for this product. And as you find that you have interest, you sell that product at a much lower price, and then you keep collecting feedback and keep enhancing the product. Because your MVP is not your final product. You will have to do the work between building the MVP and actually getting to the final product. If there is a final product, ideally you want to keep on improving the product because your product is not just a recorded set of digital courses or an outdated app that sit on the shelves, get outdated and collect dust. Unless, of course, you are someone who is a classic. For example, you are talking about some spiritual truth and something that stays consistent across generations to come, then that's different. But for most products out there, you would need to reinvent, rediscover, and keep on building on top of consumer feedback, customer feedback. The next thing is actually sell this product. You have to get your marketing and sales together to sell this product out and get momentum and get word of mouth and get advertising and get SEO, everything to get eyeballs on this product so that you can make a sale. And as you are making sales, hopefully you are making profit as well. Because if you are not making profit, my friend, after having spent considerable amount of time, energy and money building and refining and redeveloping a product, you have to give yourself a timeline beyond which you know that this product doesn't work and you don't have the product market fit. And if you spend more than 4-5 years trying to figure out product market fit or trying to get to profitability, you very likely do not want to continue down that path. Of course, if you are doing this on the side, it's a very different matter. Maybe you have been doing this as a bit of a hobby project, in which case get serious and have some consistency in place because a business, like I said, is a serious undertaking. You need to grow as an individual and you need to be consistently developing products, selling the product, getting customer feedback and getting yourself out there. And I think this part of the journey, most people are really excited about because let's be honest, most of us are really excited about new things, innovative things that we can do in our lives and things that sound aspirational. You know what is not so aspirational? Running the business. Starting a business is a whole different game to running a business. To run a business, you need to become a leader. You need to build a team. You need to be nurturing your employees. You need a completely different mindset to run a business than that is required to start a business. Which is why you'll see so many startup CEOs get fired by their boards after a while. Consider the Uber CEO. Did he build a great product? Yeah, absolutely. Is he the right person to carry Uber through in its next phase of growth? Absolutely not. Which is why there are very few people like Mark Zuckerberg who actually have built the business and then they have gone on to the leadership roles to actually sustain the business at a point where it is. Not many people are like that. So understand your own strengths, your own developmental needs, and your own aspirations before you jump in, quit your job, and put all your eggs in the business basket. If you are interested in business, let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please do consider subscribing. I am considering talking about business a lot more. So if that's of interest, please do consider subscribing. And if you have enjoyed this, you might enjoy something like this or this that I'll leave up on the channel. And I'll see you the next time. Bye.